Ahoy, fellow duplicates.
And welcome aboard the Joy of Trek, a biomimetic podcast exploring the weddings and honeymoons of Star Trek, all of it. I'm Kaki.
I'm Kay.
And watching my loved ones die is your chief engineer, Greg.
Together, we're on a mission through the demon planets of Star Trek to find the champagne in every bucket and the excellence in every episode.
Even the Borg brides. Ooh.
Because every episode must be someone's favorite, and it might as well be ours.
So watch your personal histories fade away and join us as we fight on in The Joy of Trek. Whew. We're back to Voyager. We're back to a nice, upbeat, fun episode of Voyager.
Yeah. Like such a cheerful show, such hopeful future science fiction.
Yeah. I mean, when we talk about like that, Star Trek offers this sort of utopian view of the future, and like even Voyager sort of belongs there. And now we're watching the episode, and holy shit!
Yes. Oh well. Yeah. Anyway, yes. Voyager. Well, can you guess which episode we are watching?
Yeah, it's a depressing one, which, in our experience, does not narrow it down.
Season 5, Episode 18, Course Oblivion.
Oh, first aired March 3rd, 1999, written by Brian Fuller and Nick Sagan. Oh, yes, teleplay by Nick Sagan and directed by Anson Williams. In which, Kay, how would you synopsize?
Ooh.
Oh, he's got notes.
Oh, let's see. I think the crew of Voyager gets liquidated by an unknown phenomenon.
Yeah. Okay, that is. Oh, it's a tragic tale. And Chief, what is the official synopsis of Course Oblivion?
As Voyager crew members begin dying, they make a startling discovery about their true identities.
I mean, can we talk about the title first? Like, it's got a colon in it.
Right, yes.
Like, it's very original series, right? Assignment, colon, Earth.
Right, yes. That seems about right, yes. Course Oblivion.
Yeah, Asterix et Obelix, Mission Cléopâtre.
There's a new Asterix and Obelix album out.
Is there?
Yes, in the Portuguese.
Oh, that's exciting. And so was this episode, but it was also...
Well, yes.
Really bleak.
It was.
And downbeat and amazing.
It was very well done.
Because it's sad.
I suppose, yes.
And we don't have a lot of stories in Star Trek that are just straight up sad. There's like bittersweet and epic and even... It's not even... Oh, I was going to say it's not even tragic. It is tragic.
Well, yes.
It's
like in the classic, again, in the classic Gleek, the difference between the tragedy and a comedy is like in a tragedy, everybody dies, and in a comedy, everybody dies, but it's funny.
No, in a comedy, not everyone dies.
Oh, okay.
Not absolutely everyone dies. Those are the main differences between the traditional Greek tragedies and comedies. Don't at me, literature nerds. I don't need it. I just watched Course Oblivion. I'm vulnerable.
Oh, yes. So, let's see.
What did people think about this episode?
Various things. Let's see. John Andrews, writing for Den of Geek, said it was the second best Brian Fuller episode.
Oh,
noting that it packs a punch and has a poignant ending.
That's saying something. Brian Fuller is a fantastic writer.
Screen Rant ranked this episode in the 6th thematically darkest episode of the entire Star Trek franchise up to that point.
Wow, yeah.
Yep. And in actually that point being 2017 when they read it. And in 2020, Den of Geek ranked this episode the 27th most scary episode of all Star Trek up until that time.
Okay, 27th doesn't say that much to me, I've got to say.
Well, I mean, it's in 2020, so we've got quite a body of work. And
true.
I call it scary, to be honest.
Well,
okay, I mean, it depends on what your personal phobias are, of course, but...
Well, I learned a definition of horror in cinema that sort of distinguishes it from thrillers,
right? In
that there is a malevolent force that is relentlessly pursuing the protagonist, right? So, like Jaws and Silence of the Lambs don't count as horror, even though they're very scary,
right?
Because, like, in neither case is the villain, like the shark or Buffalo Bill, aware of the protagonist, and the protagonist could easily avoid them,
right? Yes,
but like, you know, Hellraiser, It Follows, all the tradition, something knows you're there.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah. And it's coming for you. And that can even be just death, right? All our characters that we recognize as our beloved heroes and who are really indistinguishable from them are being relentlessly pursued by this malevolent force, which is, you know, entropy is coming for them.
Everybody's going to die, yes.
Yeah. And that's scary, it's terrifying, and watching them deal with loss.
So who would recommend this thigh slapper to us?
Oh, wow. Course Oblivion was recommended by Pascal Farful.
Huh?
Welcome to the show. Thank you, Pascal. Who said, I've been watching Voyager alongside TNG and DS9 in date of release order. Yes, Pascal only very recently discovered this era of Star Trek and has been binging it, like knowing nothing from it. He's just... Oh, I was going to say an age range, but like I don't think we ought to dox people on this
Probably
show.
not, no.
But like he is a young and...
That's just as good as doxing someone in an age range.
No, not when you're our age. When you're our age and you call someone young, you're not really providing valuable...
that could be
it's a huge range.
That can be Gen Z or Gen...
I mean, I'm a millennial.
I know, right? Yeah.
So that whole definition is weird. Anyway, so we started with Next Generation and really enjoyed it. And like he got it in his crawl to do a chronological watch through.
Mm-hmm.
So as DS9 started airing, he started figuring out like which episode of DS9 aired before which episode of Next Generation and watched them in that order.
Oh, right.
And then Voyager came along and did the leapfrogging. So
very nice. Yeah.
He's getting the experience that we had while we were videotaping
They're
it.
just actually watching it as in airing order. Huh.
Voyager has somewhat nested in as my third place of 3. Last is a disservice, but my expectations for Voyager are less. The writing clunks more often than it slices. As a viewer, I feel that VOY challenges me the least of the 3. Okay, fine. This is Joy of Trek. You're allowed to have opinions, but I hope you pull it back in, Pascal. Course Oblivion is an episode about death, about integrity, about despair, and about the meaning of self. It's an episode which does what I want most from art, takes a large, vulgar risk and commits to it. Unlike almost all the VOY episodes I've seen thus far, where the show feels like it's trying to serve me up the Star Trek I ordered from the menu, Course Oblivion doesn't care what I want, and I get the distinct impression that it doesn't care if I like it. But I do like it a lot. There we go.
That's what I'd like to hear.
This is awesome. It is true that for all plot-related purposes, Course Oblivion doesn't matter. The crew are synthetic copies of the real thing. They explode meaninglessly into nothing, oblivious to nearly anyone. But what Course Oblivion does is ask the viewer, if you accomplish nothing, nobody remembers you, and you're not even who you think you are, does it matter if you act honorably and with integrity? Do your sins leave scars if no flesh is left to bear them? Whoa!
That's quite a existential question that we have there.
And I think it's a valid one. Like that's... Janeway could have destroyed the mining ship to have a chance to save what was left of the crew, but it would have been murder, so she doesn't. Janeway, she of Tuvix, decides that her integrity matters more than her life. Kim consoles Paris over the loss of Taurus, even though these 3 people are not those people. But duplicate Kim believes in the principle of the real Kim, so he honors those principles regardless of the reality of self. What is the difference between duplicate Kim and the real Kim if both honor the same principles and integrities? Are you who you are, or are you what you do?
I mean, yes. Well, I mean, everybody's defined by their actions, if nothing else. Yeah. Yeah, very much so. Like, civilization is a verb. It's something you do. It's not something that you are. What was it again that, like, someone asked Mahatma Gandhi when he was in England, what do you think of Western civilization? And he replied, I think it would be a great idea.
Oops. Oopsie doopsie. Pascal continues. Yes, the ship explodes. No, nobody will remember them. And yes, if you want to look at it purely in terms of getting these people to Earth, this is pointless. But the value of these people is not in their home, their destination, and in their intent, but in their dignity and their principles. And Course Oblivion teaches us that the point of following your principles and having integrity is not to be remembered or to be the true definitive self. It's because even in the bleakest and most hopeless of times, honoring your principles and your integrity matters and is honorable, even if nobody is around to see it. Yeah. Wow. Well said, Pascal.
All right. Thank you very much for this recommendation.
Now, for those of you who are tuning in for the first time, this is a comedy podcast.
We try at least.
Like, why is this under the comedy tab? Yeah, well, you know, we thought we'd have some fun with Voyager and with Star Trek, and then Voyager came along. Shall we warp into this episode?
Do we have...
eject the warp core!
I don't think I have any... I mean, there's lots of warp core. They actually eject the warp core.
Yeah, we don't get to see it,
No, but they do, actually. They do, and then things go boom. I think, yes, that's... So yes, we actually have an ejected warp core episode.
Totally off screen though, so we're still like I think the only thing that happens is the camera zooms in past where the core is, so you can't see it anymore. But it might even still be like casting light. I don't know.
Good point. Oh. All right, no, I don't have any nits to pick, as they say.
One could say a big one is our heroes aren't in it. Like, no Star Trek happens in the sense that Star Trek is done by Star Trek characters, and these are not those characters. But I think that's really, like, I love that this.
I mean, they kind of are, because they're like copies to the point that they don't know that they're copies, so they might as well be. I mean, I'll get to that. I'll get to that argument later.
I think we're going to hit on it a few times. Yeah, this is kind of unavoidable.
All right, so
let's see if this music made it through my diabolical technology. Ooh!
It's, yes. There's a really sour-looking ensign pushing a very pretty keg.
Yeah, a sour look. I mean,
he is not looking happy. It's like
maybe he's highly lactose intolerant, and it's a dairy cake.
Possible.
Why are you making me cart this
they
around?
Have pills for that.
Fumes.
Even now, they have pills for that.
That's right. And I'm very grateful of them. I have a little stash in my bag at all times in case I encounter a milkshake I can't refuse.
It's very clever. Good forethought. So
I mean, I'm thoughtful of other people around that have to deal with the consequences of me consuming dairy.
Fair. I mean, talking about concerns about consumption, there's a discussion between Neelix and the doctor.
You sure this rice isn't supposed to be cooked?
I could steam it real quick, give it a fry, add some egg. You know,
onion, at least onion.
Yeah.
Like, otherwise, what's the point?
Yes.
And he says no.
The idea is to shower the couple with a symbol of good fortune, not garnish them like a roast chicken.
I mean, I'm not sure like you would garnish a roast chicken with rice, but
he doesn't eat. He doesn't know.
Fair.
Right? He never goes here. He doesn't. Like, I bet he's already proud to know that roasting is a thing you do to chickens.
I guess so. I mean, like the doctor, I mean, presumably he's intimately aware of food, but only after it's been partially digested.
Yeah.
So it's...
Yeah. Or when it's got allergens or intolerance materials. And he's got his camera out.
Smile.
Oh, yes. He's back on his hollow imaging binge.
Can relate. And Neelix hands out these little packets of rice, and in their dress uniforms, which I think are the same from the Next Generation.
Which is only the core crew who are wearing their dress uniforms. And like, what's with B'Elanna's rank insignia or something? She's got a weird one on her collar, which is not the usual pips that she's wearing.
Oh, well, in the dress uniform, the pips are on the shoulder.
Yeah.
But yeah, she might have an extra. Oh, because she's a chief. She's not an officer. No, she is an officer. She's Lieutenant Taurus.
Yeah.
So maybe this is a department head thing.
I don't know. Chief.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Good one. Hey, Chief. How you doing?
Yes, so that's actually a thing that all of the Maquis officers have. So they all have a provisional rank rather than the standard rank that they have. There is the weird exception of Chakotay and Tom Paris, because Chakotay was Starfleet for the longest time. However, I'm not 100% sure why Tom gets normal pips, even though he was also in the Maquis, and Chakotay doesn't, because they were both in Starfleet originally. However, what is kind of funny was when I was looking this up, to Lynn from the lower decks, when she transfers to Cerritos from the Vulcan Starfleet, whatever, I don't know what it is, she actually has a provisional pip as well, which I think is just a neat little touch.
Oh, that's well.
Is it me, or does he look a little goopier than usual?
Oh, I don't know. He's getting maybe a little scaly that he's getting there.
It's weird. You should have that look at,
yeah.
Chief. Oh, it's probably nothing. And it's Chakotay walking B'Elanna into the room.
Yes, and it's Janeway holding the shotgun at the small of Tom Paris's back.
Yeah.
Your bachelor days are over.
And it's a lovely sort of...
I can just imagine that, like, what you now can't, because the way she's standing there, like half a step behind him, she's got this little handheld phaser to his back.
Oh, yeah, Guidance Special number 2.
Exactly.
Yeah. And she asks,
Second thoughts?
Second, third, fourth.
Mm-hmm. And everybody gets into it. And this is the moment where you realize, like, this is going to go bad because it's so much fun, right? Everybody's...
I mean, like, to be honest, I didn't know. I know they get like...
Really?
I knew they got married at some point and they have a daughter, So, okay, maybe this is the episode, it's...
Oh, but by the laws of television, if you just start off with good news...
Oh, right, in that regard. Well, like, yes.
Because if it was an episode about them getting married, there would be hijinks before, right?
I mean, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened.
This is coming dangerously close to hijinks.
Yeah, I don't know what happened in the previous episode. It's like it's one of those things. Like they might have had the pre-marriage hijinks in the last episode, and now we get the marriage thing.
Star Trek is a PG-13 production. They tend not to show pre-marriage hijinks.
Fair. I mean, it's yes. Okay.
Okay.
I never thought I'd see the day.
Given the volatile nature of their relationship, one might have predicted homicide rather than matrimony.
Yes. Janeway goes like, gives a lovely little speech, like, we're not here as Starfleet officers, and yet by the power invested in me by Starfleet and the United Federation of Planets, I pronounce you. Wait a minute, like, what the hell has Starfleet got to do with that?
Apparently, Starfleet has endowed its starship captains to be able to perform marriages.
I know that supposedly that's what happens here, and
no
ship captains
nowhere on Earth.
Waters? No,
absolutely nobody. Because if a ship captain is allowed to perform marriages in international waters, then anyone is allowed to.
Under which law are you then married? Yeah, it's no very good point.
Then anyone can officiate it. There's nothing special about it. It's just it's a Hollywood tradition, but apparently Starfleet manifested that as real.
Or maybe that's also just a Hollywood tradition.
Yeah, okay. Well, we sort of have the idea that not a lot of information made it out of the 20th century and into the future, and what made it out is very Hollywood-centric.
There was a lot of AI slop, produced, and that kind of contaminated
the... That's why they think, oh my God, that's why they think that there was a eugenics war.
It's like it's just hallucinated by some of the databases.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's horrifying. Sorry, pause the episode. We've got to explore this more. Because this explains, the huge inconsistencies, right? Oh, no, Star Trek chronology is inconsistent. Because, in 1992, Khan and Colonel Green would be starting the eugenics wars. But in the meantime, Voyager at one point travels back in time to 1996, and it's all fine. How can this be? There's no way to solve it. And then, Strange New Worlds solves that a little bit because you have a temporal agent who goes, we're constantly fighting to mop up. When I first started out as an intern, the Third World War still happened in the 90s. It's moved up a bit now.
Yeah. Well, they say some lovely vows to each other, and Kim has to be prompted to, oi, the ring.
Yeah. Which is adorable.
Yes, and Tom Paris, like usual, is ready to jump into the action, gets reprimanded by Janeway. I've got something to say first as well.
Yeah.
And then, now you kiss the bride. You may kiss, yes.
Bravo. Eagle-eyed watchers at this point already knew something was up.
Oh?
Because Tom Paris had been demoted back to ensign previously, or lieutenant junior grade, but he's got 2 full pips here. What's going on? How can we resolve this mystery?
It's cunning. Okay, yeah, that's very clever.
Maybe he's like Jet Manhaver from Lower Decks, and it's just a piece of corn, just a stray piece of corn that's sometimes there.
That'll be it. B'Elanna gets handed a lovely bouquet from which she shows her appreciation by immediately tossing it over her shoulder.
Yeah. I don't know where this tradition comes from, but...
Well, it's usually... I mean, it's not... It doesn't usually happen like this. I mean, the bride has a bouquet that they kind of you carry around for the entire ceremony.
Yeah.
And only after that, later at some point, does it get thrown.
Yeah.
The male version is that he removes the garter belt from the bride and then tosses
with his teeth, depending on the kind of wedding.
Yes.
Yeah. And then tosses that over the... Oh, I have some lovely photos from weddings where that was practiced, where the recipients of both trophies were dancing together and doing all sorts of fun stuff with the flowers and the garter belt, wearing it like a little crown. Rice is tossed as they're kissing, and everything goes in slow motion.
Yes, and
something we don't see very often.
Weird things happening because the carpet is undulating and the rice is being absorbed. Nom, 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 nom.
And we see it raining through a wobbly Jeffries
I apologize to people who are with misophonia.
Oh, yeah, that is the thing, isn't it? We try to be sensitive of that. And we appreciate our listeners who've sent us things like, oh, this is actually a little bit uncomfortable. That's why our drinks no longer have ice in them.
Nope.
But your Jeffrey tubes now have rice in them, and that's a bad look. But nobody knows.
No.
And the darling couple leaves the mess hall to loud cheers to, off to Finger Blast Alley, I guess.
I suppose. I mean, they're probably past that stage at this point. Yes, after the credits.
Which we didn't skip, because they're gorgeous.
I like the Voyager music.
Me too.
Janeway and, I want to say Tuvok, but it's not Tuvok.
Chakotay,
yes, are discussing how fantastic this new warp drive is.
Yes, they have an enhanced warp drive that's going to get them home in
2 years.
Wow!
Yeah.
Like, watching this show, you go, what the f***? That's amazing. And you go, yeah, season 7, that sounds about right. Awesome. We're on track.
Yeah.
Finally.
They finally managed to get there. But yeah, excellent going. There's even speak of taking a little detour to do some science.
Yeah, because there's all these,
An anomalous gradient to the curvature of space. Unusual bioharmonic readings from a binary system will reach about 6 months from now.
And?
You think the crew would mutiny?
I mean, they've got some good sensors if they can scan 6 months of flying at enhanced warp speeds ahead.
Oh, one presumes they also got like navigational data from other sources.
Sure. Yeah.
Like the regular Voyager would periodically manage to secure some star maps to help them navigate more efficiently.
Fair enough.
And Chakotay says no. Probably they'll jump at the chance for some.
Yeah, it's like they're all still Starfleet tryhards, you know.
Uh-huh. Neelix is in the mess hall with Tom,
trying to sell him on a holosuite program.
He sounds a little bit like Quark.
It does very much.
This one?
No, exactly.
It has sex crickets.
Yeah.
I'm not going to play a clip to explain why I said sex crickets. Just next time somebody asks you about, like, oh, do you remember Course Oblivion? Yeah, that's the one where he talks about sex crickets. Yeah, that's
not
right.
Sex critics. That's something else entirely.
Ugh.
I was hoping for someplace a little more down to earth.
And Neelix goes,
how down to earth did you mean?
Earth!
Yeah.
Well,
if that's what you want.
He sounds so sort of glum.
He sounds very disappointed. He put out almost, I would say. Like, oh, well, that's boring, but I guess it's your honeymoon. Did you talk to B'Elanna about this? Are you sure she's okay with it? Sure you don't want the sex crickets?
No, Tom Paris is pretty convinced.
Earth has the best vacation spots in the galaxy.
Yes, because Earth has more than one climate and more than one culture.
And he just happens to be a native, which I think... Oh, I'm not entirely sure. I think B'Elanna grew up on Earth as well.
Oh, possible.
She did grow up among humans, which was a racially sensitive...
Yeah, Hawaiians. We're all Hawaiians.
That's ransom. Hey, Chief, where did B'Elanna grow up?
So B'Elanna was born and raised in the Federation colony of Keswick 4.
Thank you.
Speaking of B'Elanna,
yeah,
she is, well, annoying 7.
Yes, she's given her sort of last-minute tips on how to deal with this beautiful machine that is Voyager and the engine. And no, you've got to do this, and you've got to do that.
There is no point in providing me with knowledge I already possess.
Also, what are they going to do? Are they going to, like, lock them up in the holosuite and not let them out?
I think the idea is that your notifications are off. Like, you might not even get notified of a red alert.
Okay, that's possible, I guess, but yeah.
And otherwise, is it a holiday?
I guess so. I mean, I can see how that would make sense. Like, you know, it's like we were trying to make it as real as possible. It's like you get like exclusive use of the holodeck for like a week.
Yeah, and if there's a red alert, you'll find out when the O2 starts running out. Same as everybody else.
Yes. Wow. But unfortunately, Saved by the Bell, there's a weird little thing going on.
That's just a minor fluctuation in a subsidiary injector port.
I'll take care of it. And Blonde like, nope, I still have 20 minutes before I go on vacation.
Work. And she takes a nice big huff of workahol.
Oh, yeah.
These fit young women do some serious bendy-over crawling through this Jeffrey's tube.
I noticed that. There's a little bit of, yes.
Very lingering butt shot.
A bit of fan service to people who enjoy that kind of view. And when they manually open the right hatch in the Jeffrey's tube, you can see, yes, indeed, a undulating floor again. Oh, that's not right.
Somebody left rice all over the place. No wonder things went wrong. Oh, yeah, and the ship's undulating as well. Oh, yeah, I hadn't noticed that.
This entire Jeffrey's tube is losing molecular cohesion.
Oh, we need that.
Molecular cohesion is very important.
Oh, I love molecular cohesion.
Yes.
It's like one of my favorite forms of cohesion. It's like right up there.
It's like a core interest of mine.
And in a department briefing, they realize it's the warp field because
The enhanced drive is emitting some form of subspace radiation that's affecting Voyager's infrastructure.
And it's breaking down the molecular bonds in all the surrounding sectors.
And they're all surprised because, like, we knew about this radiation.
Yeah, we re-ran the tests and
modeled it.
Shouldn't be a problem.
But what's even worse is that shutting down the engine didn't help. It hasn't stopped the problem.
Yeah. The breakdown has been initiated and it's continuing.
Yeah. So, presumably, after this, B'Elanna has done a lot more work. We see her making a...
Begin Chief Engineer's log supplemental.
And she gets a little kiss of the chills, turn up the temperature.
And she notices a wibbly-wobbly scary spot on her cheek in the mirror.
It looks a bit like a weird greenish, moldish spot to me.
Yeah.
It's like a kind of moldy rash. I don't even know if that's possible, but...
Reminded me of that scene in Star Trek First Contact where Picard goes to the mirror and then like this Borg implant juts out of his cheek. And he's like,
kind of reminded of Last of Us.
Oh, yeah.
The fungi growing, yeah.
Sounds like a fun guy. Tom Paris walks in.
Light banter with Kim during the hallways, but then he walks in and he finds B'Elanna in quite a bit of a state.
Yeah.
Transfers to sickbay.
Which is already full of patients with similar issues.
Yes.
And the doctor briefs the captain.
Acute cellular degradation.
The chromosomes are breaking down at the molecular level.
Yeah.
Good timing.
Oh, awesome. Chromosomes are breaking down at the molecular level. Yes, that's what chromosomes are. They are big old molecules. Do you know why they're called chromosomes?
No.
Because they were originally discovered by using dyes.
Oh.
And they took on color.
They lit up on the chrome.
Chromatic.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Because they could be colored when you dye them, and that's how they got identified.
They're not chromium.
No, not like that. But yeah, that was the first sort of clue that they existed.
But yes, there is a problem with... and it turns out it's not just the crew, it's the entire ship.
Yeah, including the captain.
Including the captain.
Except...
It's only a matter of time before you begin showing the same symptoms.
The stuff that wasn't produced by the ship, that wasn't replicated.
The same goes for these particle accelerators, the trilithium ore samples, the keg of Azorial. All of them were brought aboard over the last few months, and none of them is disintegrating.
Yeah, he's set up a little sort of show and tell here with all the things that are completely unaffected because they came aboard within a span of some months, and that gives Chakotay and Tuvok a clue. Okay, so something
happened at least more than 3 or 4 months ago, which is the root cause of this problem that we're having.
And they go into the really fun, cool astrometric set.
Oh yes,
and they discuss a bunch of things that we have never seen. They talk about
first contact with the Kamada.
And
the next event of note took place 9 months, 2 days ago, when the Na'Kree tried to conscript Voyager into their battle fleet.
And failed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that was something that I was going to ask. It's about stuff that happened before, but it'll come to me.
Well, no, that's interesting because these things did not happen on Voyager.
Right.
So they could have been like midweek adventures, how...
Oh, yeah, that's like, was there like the episode that... Sorry, the events that this show alludes to, is like them being on this demon class planet. Was that an actual episode?
Yes.
Okay.
No, but this is really interesting. I didn't know that. Like, I'd somehow managed to miss that specific episode in my first watch.
Yeah.
And I came upon this episode, and I didn't know that there was an episode like that.
Right.
So I thought it was like, the Na'Kree and the Kanada and this demon planet, like it was all, it all just happened sort of off screen.
Cool. Yeah. No, that's just, like I said, like I never made it this deep into Voyager, like in a full watch through.
Oh.
So I've only seen
something maybe to enjoy.
Who knows?
It's quite a commitment, but hey, Pascal's doing it. So that's a season 4 outing.
Right.
And there they sort of deal with this weird planet where this goo takes on their shapes and actually, they feel like they're people and they want to go places, but they can't because they're trapped on this planet because they're part of it. And Voyager just leaves them there.
Yeah, it's like, bye.
As usual, for Star Trek. And Brian Fuller long thought about, like, what if we followed their adventures? And there were a bunch of other ideas that could happen. One of them was like a 2-parter where they actually make it to Earth.
Oh.
And then discover that they're not real.
Right. Oy.
Or even a bleaker one that they arrive on Earth and then several other fake Voyagers also arrive on Earth. And
oh, dear.
Yeah.
And then like, oh, wow, this is going to get interesting.
And it was all like they were very...
Starfleet's like, we're not paying all of you.
You all get one apartment to share.
Yeah.
You know, we're post-scarcity. That doesn't mean everything's abundant. Oh, no, you can all just apply for the Thomas Riker scholarship or whatever.
Oh, yes. And then it becomes even worse, and they go even more try-hard because now they have to outperform themselves.
Oh, no. Oh, they could also be like the two Boimlers. Boimler also got a transporter cloud at some point. And even for this episode, like there were a bunch of ideas for the finale that that at least the time capsule would work, or that the crews would meet, or that be able to convey something of their warp drive. Like Nick Sagan, creative partner with Brian Fuller, who worked really, really well together. He really, really pushed for it. No, it has to be this. It has to be sad. It has to be a great loss.
Yeah. Speaking of sad, there's a very touching scene in Sick Bay where Tom Paris describes their honeymoon to a deteriorating B'Elanna.
Yeah. He asks her,
"How's my old lady?"
Oh, it's like strong enough to punch your nose in if you call me that again.
And he hands her the isolinear chip, and like in the sort of gentle voices that they're using, without having seen it on screen, like you know, both of them know that this is the last conversation they're going to have.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm choking up right now. It's heartbreaking because we didn't get to see the lead up, and like. At this point, when you're watching it for the first time, do you know that they're fake? Oh, yeah. No, we haven't yet figured out that they're fake. So, like, what's going to happen? Because, like, Voyager's done fake outs like this before, where it's a parallel universe.
Right. I was expecting something along those lines, yes.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, yes, of course, B'Elanna dies on the table in front of them. There's some frantic medical activity to, like, try and save her to no avail, and an angry Paris who, like, shouts a bit at the doctor, which is like, perfectly understandable considering the circumstances. But yeah, at that point I'm just like, okay, B'Elanna's dead, and now, okay, what's going on? So
yeah. What is this show?
What are we going to? What's the gimmick? Is what my brain starts thinking at this point. Like, what's?
Yeah, and the writers deliver immediately because we cut back to astrometrics, and there's a new hypothesis. About this Y-class planetoid in the Vascan sector.
Yeah.
And
we set down looking for deuterium and ended up helping a new form of life to be born.
The planet possessed a biomimetic compound.
The silver blood, as it was called.
Created duplicates of us.
And they wonder aloud what happened to them. Did they continue to evolve?
Yeah.
Do they still resemble us?
Cut back to Sick Bay.
That was well done, yes.
And Chakotay asks...
Scan for traces of deuterium, hydrogen sulfate, and dichromates. Dichromates?
All positive.
Yep. And now...
I want you to inject it with a dichromate catalyst.
Which has a rather striking effect on her. It kind of accelerates the whole process. I mean, when she passed away, she was still almost clear. She had a little bit of that moldy rash.
Yeah.
It's already gotten a lot worse now that she's dead. And like when she gets injected, it goes full on.
She's goop.
7 weeks at the back of the fridge.
Oh dear.
Before turning into a silver liquid.
Still covered in a blanket.
Yeah. And Tuvok delivers the verdict.
We are all duplicates.
None of us are real.
Yeah.
All right. Everyone has to deal with this.
Now, yes, we come to this is like, I think this was the most powerful scene in the episode. Yeah. It's like where everybody's standing around and going like, okay, wait, I'm not real. I'm not who I think I am. I'm not the Janeway. I'm just a copy. Like, I don't remember being a copy. It's like,
And the doctor thinks...
Apparently, the original Catherine Janeway's memories were duplicated as well.
But somehow, after the real Voyager left, they eventually sort of forgot that they were copies.
And just started heading for Earth.
Yeah. And did a damn good job of it.
And this is where we also find out what's happening. So, yeah, we didn't check for the damage that the warp core would do because we didn't remember that we weren't human.
Yeah.
And the doctor is like, well, it's really, we're so good copies, even I didn't detect it.
Pretty amazing, this stuff, that it can, like, duplicate, like, a warp engine with all these exotic materials.
Yeah, funny that. Huh.
Apparently it's not that hard, if some goop can do it.
I guess. Nanites? I don't know.
Yeah, you just got to reconstruct some neutronium.
Yeah, just
take it out of
become radioactive.
And, now, the real trick is antimatter.
Yes.
Yeah, like converting. Take some hydrogen and convert it into anti-hydrogen. How are you going to do that?
Yeah.
Well, no. Give me a second on this one.
Well, I don't know how you make antimatter in the first place. It's one of those things,
Actually, how do they do it?
I don't know. I have no idea how you make antimatter. Chief?
Okay, I mean, antimatter occurs in natural processes like cosmic ray collation and some types of radioactive decay, but we've only been able to just come up with a few nanograms of anything, even with our particle accelerators. So there's no amount that we've ever figured out how to do because of just how incredibly expensive and just difficult it is to make it. So we know it's a thing, we have uses kind of for it, but we have no idea how to actually there's no way to make it in any quantity whatsoever, frankly.
Oh wow. Well, while we're at it, how do you make a Monte Cristo sandwich?
I may just be a duplicate, but I can still make a pretty good sandwich.
We know that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I was going to say,
I was just checking whether he's the real chief, because he is awful goopy. Chief, just wash your face. There's goop all over. So unhygienic.
So, Chakotay says, we need to go back. We need to head back to our home planet, because that's where we're from, and maybe, if anywhere, that will be stable.
He's correct.
Tuvok thinks he's right. Like, we were created to survive there. And I think this was initially why Voyager left them behind. Like, they realized that they can't live on the regular Voyager.
Oh, yeah.
Because a Class Y planet is not hospitable to human life.
No, it doesn't seem to be, no. There's a little bit of information that we get later on in the episode when they find another one. And it's seems to be rather unpleasant.
Yeah, atmosphere 500 degrees, gaseous. Like, by the time the number is 500, it doesn't matter which degrees it is. There's no scale of temperature where 500 is okay for people.
For humans, no, not really. No, it just becomes a matter of how quickly things go downhill, I guess.
Yep.
It's reasonable to assume that if we return to our native environment, the degradation will cease.
But, and here's actually a point where Pascal brings up that even in the face of learning that they aren't, quote-unquote, real, they all cling to their principles. And
I mean, what else do they have? I mean, as far as they know, they know they're not the real. They don't feel they're not the real.
Yeah. And just because I'm a copy or whatever doesn't make me not real.
Yeah.
Right? There's a huge difference between that. Like, and the way she says it.
Duplicate or not, I'm still the same person I was yesterday, and so were all of you.
And her mission is to get everyone home. And in her mind, that's still Earth.
Still Earth, yeah. And we'll keep an eye out for another Y-class planet. We might find one along the way, but we're not turning around. And I'll go tell the crew.
Yeah. Yeah. She gathers a lot of people in the mess hall. And...
So you're saying all our experiences before we were duplicated, none of it's real?
And she's like, well, if you feel it, everything was duplicated. If you feel it, if you believe it, then I'm not going to tell you that it's not real.
Damn right.
Yeah.
Because, yesterday you believed you were a whole person. What's changed since yesterday?
Yeah, nothing.
Right? Actually, nothing. And we were our best selves yesterday, and we can continue to be, but we're all dealing with this malady.
Paris is a little bit more skeptic about it, though. He's a little bit more nihilistic. Of course, he just lost his wife, so,
Yes, and...
Although, he's very quickly to get over that, because...
She was a duplicate. Just like you are, Harry.
So, it's like, he's like, okay, apparently we are not real, and therefore we don't matter?
This is him misplacing his grief.
Right.
This is him just finding an excuse. Oh, if now I don't have to be sad and grieving about the loss, I can just say that it was pointless. It's unhealthy, but... no, I don't know if it's even unhealthy, but it's not, it's not great, but... A lot of people deal with grief and trauma in different ways.
And a little bit of the old Maquis comes back in him.
You don't have to do everything the captain says anymore.
Because she's not even the captain. Well, kind of is, because there is a ship here, and it's.
And Kim says,
"Cheers to me."
Yeah,
yeah. And this is also really powerful. Like, they see each other as the people they know them to be, and that's enough.
And and Kim has like okay, we're just not going to just sit around until we disintegrate. That's not who we are.
Yeah,
that's not. Yeah,
there's too much workahol in the air for us to even consider that.
Yeah. Yes. All right. So, chicken paprikash. I guess is how they say.
Thanks, Jake.
Yeah.
Chicken paprikash. My grandmother's recipe.
Is everybody like Hungarian
Maybe
descent
not my
here?
grandmother, but it's still delicious.
I mean, I've never okay, I'm kind of tempted to like look for a recipe now.
Okay, I'll grab the list. I'll dust off the list.
I've made goulash. Goulash is easy, it's.
Is it?
Yeah,
I'm not a very good cook, so
it's kind of like just like braised beef, but with loads of paprika.
Yeah, because it's Hungarian, isn't it? What is their fascination with?
I don't
paprika?
know.
Because nobody else in Europe is as fascinated with paprika as Hungarians.
No,
like,
I mean, I like it. I use quite a bit of
course
it. But
it's a very fine vegetable. Yeah, but for Italians, it was tomato.
Yeah.
When that came in from the New World, and I imagine like paprika came in from the Middle East or North Africa.
Bell peppers, I've no idea. It's like, they look nothing like they look more like big chili peppers than they do like the pepper. I mean, that's the one that they use for the spice.
Right.
I mean,
right.
You could try making like the bell peppers that you find in the supermarket. You can technically turn them into powder, but it's not going to have the same taste and flavor. Yeah.
Like in our language, in Dutch, paprika is also the word for bell peppers, and that sort of blew some Americans' minds when I informed them that those are actually kind of the same plants, but in the way that bananas and plantains are the same, you don't eat or cook them the same way at all.
Exactly.
But Chakotay, who is there for the weekly dinner, is not really feeling it.
No, because they've lost 3 more people, and we need to head back.
And Janeway says,
I've spent the past 5 years trying to get this crew home.
Chakotay's like, you haven't been even alive for 5 years.
Yeah.
So we get to see this dichotomy come back several times. You get it between Kim and Tom, and now you get it between Chakotay and Janeway.
And it's interesting that Chakotay is on this side where he says,
we don't belong on Earth.
Like, he's a spiritual man, and he has pretty strong beliefs and principles, and he was a Maquis himself.
Oh, yes, that's right, yeah.
He does believe in the primacy and value of a homeland, and certainly as a person of Native American descent, a very sensitive subject. And so, for him to come to realize, where I feel is, or where I believe was home, is not home. Somewhere else is. And he can shift his beliefs toward that.
Yes. And Janeway is kind of like the other way around.
Yeah. There's only one thing I know how to be, Chakotay, and that's Catherine Janeway.
Earth has been her obsession, and that hasn't changed. So this conflict is really, really brilliant. And now I'm placing it in Pascal's observation that in the face of death, all these characters are perhaps consciously, unconsciously striving and sometimes failing to be their best selves as a way to deal with the horror of impending death. Right.
Or just giving up onto it and giving into fatalism, like what Paris is doing.
Yeah, I mean, he's going through a grief process. That'll take him some time, which unfortunately he doesn't have because the ship is all wibbly wobbly from the outside.
There's
CGI.
A lot of people have been put on cots in, I don't know if it's a ready room or if
that looks like
maybe it's the mess hall.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Doctor has a idea, maybe if we find Voyager.
If the real Captain Janeway were here,
Please
we could
stand
sample
up.
her DNA and imprint it onto your mimetic pattern.
And that would stabilize them. And that's an interesting idea. But
Doctor, we have no way of knowing where they are.
Yeah. And would they even help?
Yeah, that's an interesting question. Because that's Janeway's crisis of faith.
Right.
And the Doctor goes back.
She's you.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'd help.
Yeah. And then,
if you saw your duplicate.
No, unless she's doubting that.
Oh, well, you think?
I don't know. Maybe it's it makes sense. I mean, either she has a strong belief in it that she would, that like if I would, then why wouldn't Janeway? So if she has her doubts, then she must be thinking like, oh, would I do that if I saw myself, a copy of myself coming to me like that? I don't know.
Oh dear. Oh, it would be heartbreaking for her to believe that. Like I'd far rather believe that she's just like overwhelmed with doubt and voicing that to someone. Like they don't have a huge number of interactions, but she's often confided in the Doctor. The things that she didn't even confide, Chakotay in, whom she's much closer to.
Yeah.
So, like, I like to think that it's a moment of vulnerability, and he sort of set her right.
The Doctor gets sent back to sickbay because his mobile emitter is starting to fail.
And there's good news from Tuvok because
Sensors have detected a Class Y planet.
Yep.
Temperatures in excess of 500 Kelvin.
So here we go. With Kelvins.
Degrees, yeah.
Because 600 or 500 Kelvin, it's a decent temperature to bake your pizza in. Like it's about the top that a domestic oven can reach usually.
Well, yes, because it's 228 degrees centigrade, right?
It's absolute zero is 273 point something.
Yeah, so 500 minus 273 is
225-ish. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
26 and a bit.
Yes, so that's coming towards the top range that most domestic oven units can reach. So you can have a pizza party on the surface there.
I mean, some of the crew are sort of looking pizza-ish themselves with all their melted faces.
They are starting to... The makeup is definitely going a little bit more scaly.
And they're all sort of...
amphibioid, maybe even.
Oh, yeah. They're sort of mottled and droopy, and everyone's... Like, they've got this torpor to them. Right?
Yes.
Like it's very difficult to keep doing their jobs.
The ship is being reconfigured for atmospheric flight and landing,
which is something Voyager can do.
Yeah, I love that.
But no, wait. What do you love?
I love basically I love the little bit of tech talk that's going on.
Harry, vent all plasma from the nacelles.
Yeah.
Transfer available power to atmospheric thrusters. And stand by to commence landing sequence.
I kind of
Yeah, because Voyager's got little legs.
It does, yeah.
Which we don't get to see. And she orders...
Red alert.
Which is a huge continuity violation because the last time that they landed, she said condition blue, and now she said red alert, and that's wrong. And the writers got it wrong.
Oh, no.
How do you like my neckbeard voice?
I better cut that out.
I'm going to retire that neckbeard voice immediately, Kay, because it is poison for our podcast.
Another ship approaches.
You're in direct violation of the Ord-Marine mining treaty. Leave orbit or you'll be destroyed.
And they just start shooting right away.
Pew, pew! And Voyager is in a bad state. And this is really good because... Like, we get these close-ups on Janeway and the rest of the crew, and they're all sort of exhausted and tired.
Yeah.
And it's like watching someone who's sick being kicked in the ribs.
A little bit, yeah.
Because, as they go, so goes Voyager. Voyager's also doing very poorly.
And I guess they wanted to get the most out of their 4 hours in makeup chair sessions. And like, let's do lots of close-ups.
Oh, yeah, good point. And Janeway tries to reason with them, but they continue to fire. And Tuvok, the tactical officer... suggests
if we emit a polaron burst, we can disable their shields long enough to target their warp core.
No, we don't want to destroy them over a misunderstanding. Like, no, there's no misunderstanding. They're shooting at you because they don't want you on their planet, and they don't care about you, even because if you said that you're just there to land because you're having an emergency.
Yeah, but you don't get to shoot someone because they don't want you on their planet. Like, you can try to convey to them why, but I need your planet. I want to be on your planet. This is very important but you have, like, and that's something that she's aware of. Okay, so this mining consortium, like, whatever their claim is probably stronger than hers.
Well, clearly, at this point, yeah.
Even though it hadn't been made. You don't even necessarily know that it's someone's home planet. But we can't, invade somebody else's property without their consent. And they're making it very clear they don't want us here.
Yeah.
And we can't kill them for it.
Well, you could, but, it's like, yeah.
Well, she can't.
She can, no, clearly not.
Right? Because as she says...
We're Starfleet officers, we can't forget that.
Paris is like, wow, you meant, like, you don't want to go home, you don't want to go here. It's like...
That planet may be our last chance for survival.
And...
Not sure why we're still taking orders from you.
Yep. It's a shame that line of the story doesn't really go much further. Like Tom Paris's insubordination and stuff.
Honestly, in Voyager, that's been a bit played. That was the whole reason that he got demoted, the real one, anyway, because of all of his... But yeah, no...
They re-promoted him in this continuity, or this version clearly did not get demoted, so they could demote him again.
Yay! The endless cycle. And Harry Kim's just standing in the background with his one pip. F*** me, I guess.
And what's her name again from Lower Decks? It's like...
Oh, Mariner.
Yeah, Mariner, you only got demoted 4 times. I'm on 6.
And in Retreat, they find that they're not being pursued.
Nope, the ship is just like, they're just like sitting on their mining claim, and that is fine.
And the next plans are...
Harry, transmit a distress call on all subspace bands. If the real Voyager is out there, I want to find them.
And Paris asks, okay, which way do we go? Because we're going to scan for Y-class planet, but in which direction? And she says...
Resume course for the Alpha Quadrant, Mr. Paris.
We are not done yet.
And Chakotay follows her into her reading room.
Yep. He's going to have some words.
Yep. Because she says she doesn't want to hear it.
Too bad.
I'm willing to take a little insolence from Tom, but I shouldn't have to remind you that I'm still the captain.
And you're not.
Yep.
You're a biomimetic life form.
And you should be more objective.
Yep. Now here's an interesting line. Because she asks him if he thinks that her order not to fire on the mining ship was wrong.
No. I agreed with your decision to stand down. But how long can we adhere to Starfleet principles before we start making compromises?
As long as it takes.
Yep, she's like, there will be no compromise. Will be. It goes down to the drain, down to the last minute moment. We will not.
Our ship may be deteriorating, but our humanity is intact.
That was a really powerful line. Because this is the same woman who, like, stranded her crew on the far side of the galaxy rather than, like, impose risk or harm on a culture that didn't deserve it, right? Yesterday, they were willing to die for the values and principles that they all believe in, and today
we will die for them.
Yep.
But it turns out that...
Now that the truth is known, a lot of people think we should turn around and head for the Class Y planet. They're starting to remember their existence before Voyager.
Ah.
And she's like, wait, no, what existence? There was no thing. We didn't experience sentience, but...
So she remembers it. She may have remembered it sooner than the rest.
Right, yes. Oh, good point. And I didn't even consider that part.
And so all this time, that's what she's been running from, this notion.
We didn't even experience sentience until Voyager came along.
Right? How precious this life must seem to her now that she remembers, like, the previous state of just being non... And I'm going to assume... Oh, actually, I was going to say I'm going to assume that they mean sapience. Because, like, sentience is the ability to experience the universe around you.
Right.
Being aware of things.
Yes.
And really have an experience of it. Then having an internal world with thoughts, that's sapience.
Right. Okay. But, she goes like, well, I promise you, it's almost pleading. She says, I promised the crew I'd get them home. But Chakotay correctly points out...
Home isn't Earth.
And then he starts to goop a little bit.
Yep, and that is the last of Chakotay.
Yep. He isn't responding to the treatment when he's taken to sickbay, and he's gone. And Janeway returns to the bridge.
We've lost Commander Chakotay.
And duplicate or not, he was real to me, and he was a friend who wasn't afraid to let me know when I'm wrong.
Turn Voyager around.
Yep, they bring the enhanced warp drive back online, and they turn around and back to the demon planet.
Some gorgeous shots of Voyager.
Again with the wobbly skin, yes.
Yep. There's also a very rare episode of Star Trek without any guest actors.
Oh, interesting.
I think only Majel Barrett is credited for her voice work as the computer.
Oh, yes. I mean, that's not really a guest actor. That's like, is there any... There's probably not many episodes where she's not in.
No, but like recurring actor roles has a particular like pay grade that like voiceovers don't get. It's that sort of thing.
Yeah.
There's all these rules for who gets credited and who gets paid for what.
So they are 5 weeks out, 63 crewmen down, and the holographic projectors in sickbay went offline, and we've lost the doctor.
Yeah.
In the market for a new medical officer.
Neelix gets a field promotion.
Everybody looks terrible. They're all covered in goop. They can barely move their lips and eyes.
Especially Seven is she's looking like she's going full Aquaman.
She looks a little bit like she did as a full Borg.
Oh.
She also had the mottled skin and no eyebrows and.
Good point. Yes.
But
yeah, you can tell it's really well played. Everybody's tired and acting slow and
yeah. Because what else are you going to do? Right, it's not as if we can all go to bed. Although, they do shorten work rotations because less exertion
means less degradation.
Yeah,
but they are going to create a time capsule, download of the ship's database and all the personal logs, so that at least there's going to be a record of their existence.
Because
this crew's existence may have been brief, but it's been distinguished.
And none of you deserve to be forgotten.
Yeah.
There's even a moment in this scene where she touches Neelix's hand for expressing his concerns, and she even says to him,
"Your concerns have been noted."
Yeah.
Sir.
Right, because he's gotten his first field commission.
Oh, very good point, yes.
The bridge looks so weird with so few people on it, and the lights down so low.
There's a brief emergency as
interstellar dust is contaminating the warp field.
And they can't purge it.
I can't. The exhaust manifolds have disintegrated.
The warp failures, the countdown is going to come down, 7, 5, 4, and oh no, fortunately they just
Kim
just in
some
time
buttons.
managed to reinitialize the deflector and stabilize the warp field.
And Neelix, sitting off in the corner.
The morale officer anymore. But I think this is a cause for celebration.
Right, Captain?
Oh no.
And Captain Janeway has died in the course of this emergency. And Voyager continues without its captain.
I mean, I guess that puts... who's in line at that point?
From the ones that we can see, it seems to be Kim.
Right, good point, yes. Tuvok is also gone. At this point, don't see Tuvok again.
Yeah, we don't know what happened to him.
No, I mean, he's probably one of the 63.
Yeah. And Voyager is at high warp, but...
It seems less and less likely that the few of us left will reach our destination.
10 hours of life support left.
Yeah, he's alone on the bridge. So, I was going to make a joke, he's the eternal ensign and now he finally gets to be acting captain.
Wow.
But he is taking responsibility for this entire ship.
Yeah.
And despite being a young officer, he knows his stuff.
7 is running engineering with 2 or 3 other people. It's not half as crowded as it normally is either.
No, it looks so Spartan and fake. Because it is just a television set, except it normally doesn't feel like that because it's busy with all these people who look like they believe what they're looking at.
Okay, I didn't really catch that, but...
I mean, I'm seeing it on the GIFs now. Now that there's... I sort of imagine, getting a set tour, how cool it is on the one hand, but also... how fake it will all look, because
of course,
there's no officers running around yelling technobabble and believing in this world.
The warp core, you're not hearing the warp core sound and all that kind of stuff. But yes, the time capsule launch fails.
Yes.
The launch sequencer has misfired.
Reset the initiator. Try it again.
But no, the launch mechanism is demolecularized and apparently the probe has been destroyed.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh. A probe which is specifically constructed from those few components that they have.
So you'd think that they'd be still drifting around, anyway. Maybe.
No, but I mean, the launch mechanism collapsed and it's broken.
Yeah, fair.
It's smashed and can't be used anymore. And so personal logs, mission logs,
all lost.
All our history gone.
A little bit of foreshadowing there.
Yeah.
But fortunately, a ship in range, only 22 light years, 27.
Did you recognize it when you saw it through the static?
Totally.
Yeah, of course we recognized it. The tiny silhouette of Voyager with its glowing blue deflector dish, even through the static, we all know what that is. And they try to hail them, but...
Subspace transceiver's malfunctioning.
No, we have to drop out of warp to use a regular comm unit.
The engine controls are fused.
Well, unfuse them then, and, then dump the core.
Computer, prepare to eject the warp core.
Yes.
I like the wobbly ringtone. And the computer sounds so sad as well. And
Eject the core.
Which we don't get to see.
No, we don't.
So we don't actually know whether the core has been ejected or not.
I guess not.
We can't be sure.
We don't. No. I mean, she does go.
Warp ejection systems enabled.
Oh,
yeah. They haven't broken down.
No.
That's actually
But they lose attitude control, so reroute life support. Hell, reroute everything. Containment fields. No. 5 minutes. And then
7 ceases to respond.
Yep.
And he asks the computer,
how long until we're within hailing range of that ship?
5 minutes and 30 seconds. 5 minutes and 30 seconds.
And then cut to the bridge of Voyager.
Yes, the lights are on. Janeway is back. Paris is back. Everyone's in their seat.
She doesn't even have a cup of coffee. I mean, that would have made it like...
Nah. Oh, that's weird. We had an emergency distress signal that we were going for. Hey?
Try hailing again.
Nope, nothing.
And it's such a relief to see everyone again. They're all beautifully lit.
Yes.
All of our friends are there.
Everybody's healthy, doing fine. Like, okay, looks like the ship is taking heavy damage.
Oh, yeah.
400,000 kilometers.
And
no, the readings are erratic. Looks like they've taken heavy damage.
Okay, let's put it on screen, and there's just goop.
Yep, it's just like floaty, goopy stuff. A cloud of silvery liquid slowly expanding.
Deuterium, antineutrons, traces of dichromates.
If it was a vessel, it isn't anymore.
And they take the time to scan for life forms, escape pods,
Nothing.
anything, but nope. Okay.
No survivors. Mr. Paris, resume course.
And that's the end of the episode.
Yeah. And it's... Oh, wow. It's just heartbreaking, but so beautiful. This is actually like up there with one of my favorite like stories in Star Trek. Honestly, sort of like The Inner Light.
Oh,
it's so daring.
I can see where you're coming from, yeah.
Allowing us to experience our characters whom we love in an entirely different context that they would otherwise never face.
No, and I think it's a very good, or at least interesting way of like being able to do it's not an alternate universe episode. It's like, but it allows you to explore a particular dark and destructive story regarding Voyager, and still preserve the whole Voyager to you're not killing off your series. You're not like basically you get to kill off everybody but also in a meaningful way. And not just like, oh yes, this is to the 417th time we've gone through this time loop, and it always ends in the ship exploding. But that's like a less meaningful way than this, when there are actual people because they believe that they are the crew, even if they realize that they're copies. Yes,
right. Even while they're talking about their copies, they're still Janeway and Chakotay and Tuvok to us. Like we don't make that distinction, because like the real Kim is actually a duplicate Kim.
Oh, yes.
This happened before. Voyager got duplicated, and Kim and Naomi Wildman, I think, the infant at the time, were both killed on one side. And because one Voyager was doing very poorly, right? And had suffered some losses. And so they were going to sacrifice themselves so that the much healthier Voyager could go. But then things got turned around, and no, it was the healthier Voyager that sacrificed itself. And the last order that Janeway gave was to send her Harry Kim and her Naomi Wildman across to the other ship. So yeah, the Harry Kim that lives on here isn't actually from the same quantum reality or whatever as the rest anyway. This is the 7th time that Janeway dies and the 4th time that Voyager explodes, according to Memory Alpha.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, they go through some shit. We have... comedy podcast segments that I've got to say I'm kind of dreading because I don't know.
Oh, well, I mean, the first one should be easy. What do you think was
so fucking cool?
Okay, the courage to stick the landing and to end on a sad and tragic note and like tell this story the way it ought to. No compromise. A story that is just sad and tragic. And as Pascal says, does that make it any less beautiful or meaningful in the hour that we spent with them?
Yeah.
that really means a lot to me. I'm so glad that they didn't have like a last-minute transfer or...
Oh, yes, a last-minute rescue. Well, I mean, if they did, then they would have had like 2 Voyagers to deal with.
Right, but one of them might have gone back to, we're going to stay in the Delta Quadrant. And maybe one day we'll get back in touch
we have to get both.
The demon planet.
Thank you for giving us the extension that we needed, but we're still going to have to go back to the demon planet to live there.
And one day Starfleet will make it out of the Delta Quadrant. Oh, we'll be waiting, something like that. As a fan, I hope for that.
Yeah.
But like as someone who has been a writer, like I appreciate that courage.
Yes.
Good job, Nick Sagan. How about you?
I mean, it's very hard not to give it to the writing team to come up with an episode like this. And
I think the makeup department deserves some as well.
Makeup department too, yes.
Right? All that goop.
That was a lot. They spent a lot of effort and time. But no, I'm going to have to agree with you that the writing department gets all the credit for
Brian
this
Fuller
one.
and Nick Sagan. Yeah, I really, really enjoyed those stories. Well done.
All right, so let's talk about the scene that was left on the cutting room floor.
Captain's log, supplemental.
Yikes. There's, like, my usual go-to is I want to do something funny and something a little bit subversive. And I don't want to. I don't want to.
I am going to. So.
Okay. Hit me with yours, and maybe I'll have some terrible inspiration.
It's the last scene where we just after we have Kim hear that it's 5 minutes and 30 seconds left. There's the cut to black, and then there's the scene of Kim and Paris crawling through a Jeffries tube, finally getting to one of the hatches, pulling it open, looking inside, and going, damn it, it's like someone accidentally put a canister of LSD in the workahol dispensers.
Oh, no! Oh, no! We've all been tripping balls this whole time. Everyone's actually fine. They're just trying to f*** the rugs in the storage bay.
So, yes, that's the only other way you could have gotten out of this. It would have made it a bit less meaningful, but it would still be it would be a bit of a cheap out of getting the...
Oh, I think you've given me some inspiration. All right. It's the alternate version of the final scene where Janeway sits down and she does have a cup of coffee this time. And she gives the order.
Mr. Paris, resume course.
And with her elbow, she accidentally knocks her cup over a little bit, and you see it wobble, and a little splash of coffee goes over the rim, and you see it hit the carpet, and then it sinks through the carpet.
Ooh, there's a bit more the Twilight Zone ending. Yeah.
It's another one.
It's another copy. Oh, crikey. Oh,
no.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my God, that's way, way, way too bleak. Whew.
Yes, it is. So, thank you, Pascal, for recommending this episode to us.
Oh, yeah. I can't thank you enough. That was also a really excellent recommendation. There was a fantastic perspective. Those are the things we like. So, hey, welcome to the show. Thank you for joining us here.
So, let us see if we can find out what we are going to experience
next time on an all-new episode of Star Trek.
Yes, because someone else has submitted a recommendation. I hope it's a really good one, and maybe it's a little bit fun, and we can have some comedy podcast. That'd be nice. And hey, if you'd like to send in a recommendation, by the way, you can do so at joyoftrek.com/links. There is a handy-dandy form where you can submit an episode that you think would be just tops for us to talk about, and especially like your personal perspective. Like, we had this with Farscape as well. A lot of people send in episodes that they think are really great and then explains why it's great by sort of repeating the plot to us.
Oh, yeah.
We know the plot. Don't worry. We're all Star Trek nerds. We know the plot.
Yes.
We want to know how you feel about it. And like Pascal's perspective on like people sticking by their principles, that was really valuable. So somebody else who has gone to joyoftrek.com/links and filled in that form. And by the way, while you're there, you might notice that we have a Patreon on which... Thank you so much for the people who subscribe to that and help keep us on the air.
Thanks to our lemon-stealing horse for keeping the website up and running.
I keep meaning to isolate the clip of the sort of scene in like the first or second podcast Patreon episode that we did where you can understand why we call them lemon-stealing horse, and I never do, and we're just getting farther and farther from the truth.
Yes.
But yeah, we do monthly bonus episodes where we all get together and watch/ignore Star Trek together. And okay, we have some clues for what the next episode of Star Trek is that we're going to. Normally you do this monologue.
Right. Well, no, we switch it over sometimes.
For a good reason. Okay, are you ready for the first clue?
Yes, bring it on.
Okay, here it comes.
Could be chasing an untamed orthanoid without cause.
Data.
I was going to say, yeah.
Wild goose chase is
like,
what he's saying.
Sounds like a data line.
Oh, is it like igniting the midnight petroleum? Is it that episode maybe?
I have no idea.
An untamed orthanoid. That's... Oh, Data.
There may be a correlation between humor and sex. The need for more research is clearly indicated.
Yeah,
that sounds like more data, yes.
That's Data. Is he going to do the comedy club? Is he going to do the dancing?
I really don't know.
Oh, whoa.
I don't want to be known as the dancing doctor. Again.
That's Beverly, yes.
It's Beverly! Oh, she's a circus trapezoid. This is amazing.
Yeah.
An honor, perhaps, but human bonding rituals often involve a great deal of talking and dancing and crying.
Yeah,
that sounds like Worf.
It is definitely Worf. I don't know which episode it is. I mean, I know...
It's Next Generation?
It's definitely Next Generation.
There's a wedding in it?
I don't know. I mean... I especially I don't want to be known as that, because she does a fantastic tap dance routine, I believe.
I know, she's phenomenal.
I know, but I have no idea which episode it is.
Okay, maybe we can figure it out from the next two clues.
There are still many human emotions I do not comprehend. Anger, hatred, revenge, but I'm not mystified by the desire to be loved or the need for friendship. These are things I do understand.
Is it a Q episode? No.
That seems like a hat on a hat. I mean, I don't remember. All of these scenes I recognize, except for that last one so far. All right, last clue.
What? Cancel the wedding? Today without even a word? Of all the childish, selfish, irresponsible things to do.
Oh, is this the episode? No, the with Loxana wedding is the one we've had before.
Yeah.
And she only gets married once, is it?
Yeah, she does have a lot of suitors.
Who else gets married on...
Oh, Keiko and Miles. We did the episode where they were just married.
That was this DS9 one.
No, that was with the minstrel boy.
Right, yes.
Remember when they had breakfast and he's like, what the fuck is this? This isn't casserole.
This is kind of like that YouTube video short of the Vietnamese girl with the who lives in Germany. It's exactly like that. Like, what's this? This isn't food. No, what are you eating? Oh, that's not food.
All right, I think we're stumped.
Yes.
So, Chief, tell us what we're going to be watching in 2 weeks' time.
Well, apparently this is a wedding podcast now because the episode is TNG 411 Data's Day. I did not realize this was a wedding episode when I chose this one. Whoops.
Hey. Oh, well, yes. It's like two weddings, yes.
And thanks to the exigencies of the time vortex, currently our chief engineer is attending a wedding that he's been... Okay, so that is Data's Day coming in 2 weeks. Next week we'll be reading a story to you, which, depending on how it goes, I think maybe it's me and the chief reading this one. I'm not entirely sure how the time sort of works.
Well, thank you for joining us, and we only have one more thing to do.
I'm leaving Starfleet.
Energize!
We hope you've enjoyed this week's episode with your friends Kay and Kaki. Production and editing by our chief engineer Greg, and music by Fox Amore. Join us next week for Drifting, the fanfiction reading, followed by Data's Day TNG 411. Visit joyoftrek.com/links to send us your recommendations, support us on Patreon, or find us on Blue Sky. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you for listening to The Joy of Trek, and we'll see you out there.